All right. So before I go into my slide, I'd like to give an introduction of what I mean by unlocking yourself. So one of the reasons I would say about unlocking yourself is how to embrace personal growth and change. Because of course, the person you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago is not the same person you are right now. Things have changed, the economy have changed, your personal life has changed, you yourself, you have grown, things are different. But the things we get wrong is that we take that same mindset, we take that same belief that we've experienced 10, 20 years ago and bring it forth. And we still use that mindset the same way we don't use the same technology of 10, 20 years ago. You know, things are changing. So how do you now use the same growth, that's knowledge that you got in 2020, that knowledge you got in 2010, that's what you're still using to run business right now. That's belief, that growth, that's growth that you had in 2010, 2020. Is that what you're still going to use to run that you use in running 2023? I don't want to jump ahead and say 2024 because we still have some days ahead that you get. So we have to embrace our personal growth first, then intentionally change it, then also take control of our mindset. Because I always believe that wherever you are right now is as a result of your mindset, whether you like it or not. Oh, you get. So embrace personal growth and change. Acknowledge that the personal growth often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Nothing good comes easy. You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over, the same thing over again and expect a different result. That means you're mad. Insanity. I don't want to, I want to bring it down to a level so that we'll feel it. You get. Imagine doing the same thing over and over again. The same knowledge that you had since 2010, since 2015. That way you're still using to run business now in 2023. There's something wrong somewhere. Okay, so it involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Embracing change is the first step towards self-development. So you have to realize that, okay, you know what? I have gotten some personal development ahead of time, but right now I need to change into intentionally grow. And when you do that, that means you're realizing yourself, you're waking up to that fact that, okay, I'm ready for change. I'm ready to experience more growth. Okay. So another thing to unlock your to unlock yourself is self-reflection. Self-reflection, identify areas that need improvement. What areas in your life do you need improvement? Nobody's going to tell you this one. You have soul searching. You have to ask yourself, what areas of my life do I need improvement? Bringing it down to the business, what area of my of the skills do I need improvement? Do I need improvement in prospecting? Do I need improvement in closing down? Do I need improvement? You have to state it out yourself. Now you go know your problem. Now you go state down. And nobody's going to help you to do this one. You have to decide on your own. Soul searching, that's what I said. So acknowledge the changes without blames. Because once you start blaming somebody that, it's because of this leader, that's why I'm not running presentation. Trust me, there's no solution to that. But when you realize that, okay, I'm having this defect here, I need to work on it. Intentionally pick books, read, attend trainings that address that issues, that area of needs that you need to improve, okay? So identify area needing improvement, encourage introspections to recognize aspects of your life or mindset that may require adjustment, okay? So acknowledge changes without blame, foster a mindset that seeks solution rather than placing them or blaming somebody, then promoting accountability. So you put yourself in a situation where, whether you like it or not, you find yourself growing. Whether you like it or not, you push yourself in this space. Let's say it is presenting. Whether you like it or not, you put yourself in that space that they will have to pick you to present. You know how when you intentionally study on that particular place that you feel you have weakness, and you know that you are now good. You know, you want to show yourself that, no, I've been able to intentionally grow in this area. Let me show them. But of course, it's not to show them, but it's for you to tell yourself, okay, I've actually grown. Okay. So another on the list is goal setting. This area is very broad. So, but I'll just I'll just limit it into defining your goals. Define it. Let it be clear. Let it be achievable. You get, let it be objective. So break down larger goals. I want to make 100 million. I want to make what's the time frame you want to make it? Don't make it vague. You get, so break down large goals into manageable steps. If not, trust me, you would not achieve that goal. You would not. Okay, so define your goals. Let it be clear, achievable, objective. Establish specific, as in let it be specific. Let it be measurable. Let it be realistic. You've not started making 50,000 naira monthly or weekly. You're now saying you want to be making 100 million. How is that possible? Let's start with your goal of 500K. Then we move it to 1 million. Then from 1 million, 3 million. That's okay. 3 million, 10 million, 10 million, 30 million. From there, 30 million, 100 million. Are you seeing the trajectory? Okay. So break down those larger goals into manageable steps. Breaking down goals into small tasks makes them more attainable and helps maintain motivation. If not, if the goals are too big, trust me, you feel like you cannot achieve it. It's far-fetched. All right. So cultivate positive habits. Whatever bad habits that we have right now is something that we've done over time, repeatedly. So for you to consciously cultivate positive habits, you have to be intentional. I like the word intentional, okay? So you have to cultivate the habit that supports your goal. Okay, let me say something personal. So after putting to bed, I really added weight. And when I mean added weight, from 80 kg to 104 kg, and me, I don't like to be on the big size. And I told myself, I needed to lose this weight. I needed to lose this. This is personal. I want you guys to relate. It's not every time I'm talking about business here, but I'll still bring it back to business, okay? That's why we're here. So I said, how do I lose this weight? And I got a personal trainer that came to the house and I was running my exercises 3 times in a week. And I was able to lose my weight for 104 to 97 kg, right? And when I got to 97 kg, I relaxed. I was like, I bet some of my clothes can now fit me, please. I relaxed. But then that was not my goal. I did not get to my goal. I gave myself a vague goal. I wanted to get to 80 straight up instead of realizing that, okay, no, after 3 months, you hit this goal. After the next 3 months, you hit this goal. I just give myself that, no, after 3 months of exercising, I should be able to get that, or 6 months. It's not like I don't know that losing weight takes a while. But, when you want to achieve that goal, you forget everything that you want to achieve. You forget the principles that has to do with achieving your goals. You just say, no, it can't happen. God will run out for me. You forget that there are principles that allow us to achieve those goals. It's not about God running it for you. I'm not removing the God factor from this, but I'm only saying that as in don't over exceed the goals that you put. And long story cut short on that goal, it took me, of course, those who know me know that it's taking me over 1 year now to lose that weight. Right now, to put closure, I'm now 86 or so kg. All right, so moving on, that's tell you that when you set your goals, your income goals, you don't wake up one morning and say, because my upline leader is now making 500K monthly, and you just started this business, you want to make. I'm not saying don't dream big. I'm not saying don't inspire to grow your income. I'm only saying leave it open-ended. Be intentional about if you want to make 500,000 naira, put in the works, put in the efforts. Don't wake up and not do anything and expect to make that amount of money, okay? All right, and let's be realistic. So, of course, if you start this business right now and you want to make 500K, it's achievable. We have a lot of people who have achieved it. If you want to make $1 million, we have a lot of people in 3 weeks who have achieved $1 million. They are all achievable. The only thing is put in the work. Put in the work that you need to achieve those goals. And if you're not going to put in don't blame anybody for not achieving the goals, okay? So let me leave goals because goals is plenty. If we start diving into goals, probably we will not leave here today. All right, so I mentioned cultivating positive habits, right? I don't know, that includes cultivating habits that support your goal. Then consistency is key. All right, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at my other phone. That helps me know that I'm still in check. I think my network logged me out from there. Oh, so sorry, guys. I need to log in back so that just in case network happens to this laptop, network will not happen to the phone, okay? All right, so I'm trying to log back in. All right, so now I mentioned consistency, right? Consistency. You have to keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Continue to do it. If whether you're seeing results or you're not seeing results, it's when you quit that you're a failure. You have to keep doing it. So emphasize the significance of a daily habit in creating positive, lasting changes. Okay. So I mentioned key ways on how you can cultivate habits. I mentioned it. You cannot wake up one morning and cultivate a positive habit because it's something you've been doing for over 20 years, over 10 years. So you cannot just wake up one morning and say, you know what, I'm going to cultivate a positive habit. Nah, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. So what you need to do is, or what has helped me is I mentioned it in a meeting where in a day, I have what I need to do in a day, a set out plan for the day. When I wake up by 5 a.m., I take my prayers, I do my exercise, I get ready, I get the boys ready for school, I drop them at school. While I'm driving to school, I'm in the cell meeting. If it is the day that I'm supposed to take, of course, boss is going to do the school runs. You get, so I already have all this lined up. Once I drop the boys at school, I come back, pick up my things, prepare breakfast. The boys eat in school. They sort them out in school. But I give them fruits, smoothies before they go to school. So for those who want to know, plenty question, let me put it down here. So I come back, prepare breakfast, but we're not a breakfast person in this house, but I prepare whatever we need to. If we're going to eat something, we have a bottle of smoothies or whatever, and I take off to the office because I know that from the hours of 9 a.m. to the hours of 3 p.m., those are the period I need to really grind, full up, book for my meetings, reach out to my downlines. Whether I like it or not, if I don't do anything from that hours of 9 to 3, or your is my case, because once it's 3, I'm leaving the office, I'm going back to pick the nanny, and I'm going to pick the boys. After picking the boys, of course, I'm back to the house. And we have the personal time with the boys. We have doing their school work or just playing outside the house and the rest. Then back to dinner. It is all stated out so that you would consciously put an alarm. So when it's 9 a.m., it's already ringing for you that, Oma, wake up, or wake up. Of course, we don't wake up 9 a.m. here. But for instance, once it's 6 a.m., you're putting your alarm 5:55, 6 a.m., 6:05. Whether you like it or not, you will wake up. You wake up and you start your day. Trust me, once you start your day with that energy, even if you want to wake up and read a chapter of a book, you're not the active, you don't want an active morning lifestyle. You just pick one chapter of a book and just read it. Trust me, just try it. Your day is going to start amazingly well. Okay. All right. So be mindful, practice staying present and focused. Now, a lot of things happen to us where we don't stay present and focused. Let me explain that. We're chasing what we want to achieve, in the next 1 month, what we want to achieve in the next 12 months, what we want to achieve, and we lose focus of what we are supposed to achieve today. Because it's in the little things that we do daily that makes us achieve the greater goals. Okay, so we lose focus of the present. I start looking at what am I supposed to achieve in the next 1 month. I want to make, that's why you see people that start, how much will I make in a month? Instead of asking, how much will I make? Or what will I need to do right now to make so amount of money? What do I need to do now? What do I need to do now? There's something boss said to me yesterday. When you're feeling lazy and you know that you need to do something, what do you tell yourself? How do you push yourself out of that procrastination? How do you push yourself out of that laziness of not wanting to achieve that goal or that plan for the day? I'm asking you guys. Yes. Oh, I'm loving you guys. Aha. I'm loving you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love this. Yes, do it now. You know when they say like this, you just be like zombie. You start doing it immediately. Okay. Yes, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. Just tell yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. You just see yourself starting out doing the things like you're a zombie, like AI. Okay. All right. So that's it. So always try and manage stress through mindful technique. That's in depth. Mindful technique. That means you're doing yoga or you're meditating or those ones. Those ones are serious ones. Okay. All right. So practice staying present and focused. I mentioned that, and introduce mindfulness technique to enhance focus and reduce stress. For those who want to go into meditation, you can, there are audios online that can help you start meditating. It helps. I'm not going to delve into meditation. I won't do that. Okay. So manage stress through mindful techniques, provide examples such as meditating or deep breathing. You drip, control your breathing, monitor it, you breathe in, breathe out. I don't know. We're not going into that. Okay. All right. So learning from setbacks. So what are setbacks? Setbacks are not failures. Setbacks are consciously telling us that, you know what, I might have a setback in this present. What am I learning from that setback? What are you learning from it? What do you need to do better? So view failure as an opportunity to learn. View failure as an opportunity to learn. It's something that you have to consciously tell yourself, because while human, you know, when you set yourself to achieve something and you fail at it, you start feeling bad. But another thing, we need to help ourselves so that we don't dwell in that space of feeling bad or that energy. We consciously tell ourselves that, okay, I got it wrong here. I can get it better next time. What did I do wrong? What can I do better? So that this does not repeat itself. Trust me, if you don't get better at it, you continue to repeat that class and repeat that class until you get it right. Whether you like it or not, you get it right. Okay. So the idea is to intentionally look at failures as a process to where we can learn. Okay. So view failures as an opportunity to learn. It encourages a growth mindset by highlighting that setback, and you can learn valuable experiences from those failures. Okay. So adjust strategies and move forward. Stress is the importance of adapting. Okay, sorry, I'm so refrain yourself from just wanting to do everything. You have to be intentional to strategize when you're trying to achieve your goals or when you're trying to unlock yourself. Don't worry, I've not gotten into the meat of my training. I said till I share my slide. Okay. All right. So now the next on my list is surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with positivity. There are different things that make or mar a man. For instance, your belief will make or mar you. Your environment will make or mar you. Your values will make or mar you. Your goals will make or mar you. I can't remember the fifth one. If I remember it, I'll tell you guys. Okay. So surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with that's the amazing thing about our business. We have supportive networks around us. When you look left, you look right, you see somebody that is ready to support you. As in, you cannot take it away. And of course, with this amazing platform, we've been able to eliminate toxic influence. I don't know why that is a tongue twister there. Okay, so we've been able to eliminate toxic influences by being in this community. Okay, so build a supportive network. It emphasizes the impact of surrounding yourself with people who will uplift you and encourage personal growth. Anybody that is not encouraging you to grow personally, please leave that person. They might love you. Trust me, they love you. But that's not what you need at that moment. You need tough love. So they might surround you and have that love for you because they don't want you to fail. They don't want you to, like a child, they don't want you to fall while you're trying to walk. You now say, no, don't try and walk. Just wait, don't walk. What are you doing? Are you not doing harm than good? Exactly. So be conscious about where you surround yourself. Okay. And eliminate toxic influence. That's addressing needs to distance yourself consciously from negativity that hinders progress. So if you know that this particular set of your friends, whether in the business or not in the business, around your environment, your house, your parents, whatever, whoever it is, consciously distance yourself from them. If you are still under your parents' roof, I'm very sorry. Obey your father and your mother. That's the law that has been given to us. Unless you unless, what am I saying consciously? Unless you have a way of letting them understand that you really need to do this, then by all means, please. So another on the list is accountability. Take responsibility for your actions. Don't blame game anybody. Take the responsibility. Whether things go right or they go wrong, take the responsibility. Okay? Hold yourself accountable to your goals. How to hold yourself accountable to your goals? I always say you either punish yourself or you treat yourself. If you hit your goals, you punish yourself. You've heard some of our leaders say they don't eat at night, they sleep in the floor or on the floor. I heard a goal for Ambassador Mike's, if he doesn't eat later than 7 p.m., I think, if he eats later than 7 p.m., he gives out 100,000 naira to somebody. So you know now, in this kind of economy, you don't want to just be dashing 100,000 naira every day. So you consciously not eat by 7 p.m. You get. So we have a lot of leaders that have what they do for different areas of their life, their goals, and as in the punishment that they give themselves if they don't hit that goal, and of course the reward that they give themselves when they hit the goal. So maybe the reward will be, I don't know what the reward will be for them. It's personal for them, I guess. So take responsibility for your actions, discuss the power of accountability in driving personal change, then hold yourself accountable to your goals, encouraging setting milestones and regularly evaluate your progress. That's why we have the KPI book, where bringing it down to our business, where if you're supposed to do your DMO daily and you're not hitting it, you consciously go back and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? How can I do things better? How can I put myself in a situation where I actually hit these goals daily? You understand? How do I, at the end of the month, go through my KPI and I'm getting a positive feedback from my KPI? Or where do I need to, where do I need to change? What area am I lacking at in your KPI updates? Then continuous improvement, and it helps in embracing a growth mindset. Always seek opportunity for self-development. Let me explain that. So for embracing a growth mindset, it reinforces the idea that personal development is an ongoing journey, not a destination. You don't wake up one morning to get there. You have to continue intentionally, daily, strive to grow daily. If you're not growing, then trust me, you are dying. So always seek opportunities for self-improvement. Let me give a story here. I'm not saying you guys should go and do this one. Sometime 3 months ago, or 4 months ago, I guess. Yes, a few months ago though. And Ambassador Femi, I'll mention names here. Ambassador Femi reached out to me and said that he wants to go for a training, a short training. I think it was a day, 2 days training, yes. There's nothing wrong with doing short courses, but don't get carried away. So he said he wanted to go for a training. I said, training. Please don't go, Jerry. I beg, focus. We need to go and expand other states. Which training are you going for? I beg. He said, that this one that we're having the ego block, we're having the housing coming in. I need to understand how that area works. I said, don't go, Jerry. He now came back and told me, Ambassador, he feels like he should go, that it's a good deal for him to. I said, okay, if you want to, I don't see a need why you should. Thank God he followed his heart. I'm not saying you should disobey your leader. You see, he had to come back to explain to me why he needed to attend that training. I said, okay, since you really want to attend this, please, by all means. He did. I attended the training. He got a lot of value from the training. Not just the value he got. He was able to prospect somebody from the training. So now you have to be intentional. You get, He was able to prospect somebody from that training that has opened up him launching out in Kano. Abi, you are saying now. So imagine if he did not understand why he needed to do that training, why he was not able to explain to me why he needed to go for that training. He understood the reason why he needed to have that personal development in that area. And because he understood the reason, he was able to get enough knowledge and also get someone that he connected from there. And of course, the accounts that are coming from that leg is 15, 15, 15, 15, governors, doctor. Did I say doctors? You get, imagine if he had not gone for that training. Imagine he did not understand why he needed to go for that personal development. So you have to have the power to say, okay, you know what? I have to unlock myself. I have to intentionally grow. I have to intentionally do things that will push me into becoming the better version of myself. Now with that, I am going to introduce my slides to you guys. Okay, so let me, hold on guys. I'm on it. Are we following? So that I'm not talking to myself. Or to be sure I'm not talking to myself. Are we following? Are we following? I want feedbacks, please. Please give me your feedbacks, okay? Awesome, 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 awesome. You're relating, right? Awesome. Okay. So I've been able to explain the unlocking yourself, a journey of personal freedom. So it's for you. Okay. This is for you. The first area I spoke about is for you. For you. Personal freedom. So delving into my slide is to say that one, you have to self-discovery, knowing that okay, I am growing every day. I need to develop a different mindset from what I used to have. I need to explore. You have to explore your passion and values. Encourage individuals to identify what truly matters to them, what truly matters to you. What truly matters to you. Like I said, you're the only one that will answer this question. Nobody's going to answer it for you. So you have to foster a sense of purpose. Sense of purpose. That's why you see somebody that is very wealthy and they kill themselves at the end of the day, or jump through the roof, or enter the lagoon or something, because they don't have a sense of purpose. They still this hunger for I've not achieved enough. I've not gotten to a desired destination. There's still this what's the exact word I'm looking for? There's still this gap that they feel, this emptiness that they feel, despite the fact that they might be very wealthy, comfortable, but they still feel this emptiness. It's because they've not fostered their sense of purpose. Why am I existing? So understand your strengths and weakness. Self-awareness is a key to unlocking personal potentials. Okay. Then we have breaking barriers. Identify limiting beliefs. This encourage reflection on self-imposed limitation and strategies to overcome them. So now let me give you an example of limiting beliefs. I'm sure we already know that this is not a baby class, but an example is your father has already told you, I don't have a tray of money behind the house. Where do you think I can get that amount of money from? Mom is always telling you, no, what, go and meet daddy. Daddy has money. You grow up with the mindset of, I'm a woman, I don't need to have money, or the man needs to have money. Or you feel like, there's not enough money, the rich are very wicked, and you have this limiting belief that rich people are bad people, and you want to become rich, and you have that limiting belief. Riches are far from you. So how do you, I'm not giving you a problem without a solution here. How do you now tell yourself, okay, you know what? I might not have anybody in my family that is rich, but me, I must break that barrier and I must be rich. What do I need to do? Study people that are rich, love on them. Whether you don't like them, just respect them. The ones you like, please love on them. Read their books, listen to their video presentations, their trainings. Always do monitoring spirit on the people you love, that you admire what they are, that you want to become. Okay. That's why whether you like it or not, you must respect Bola Tinubu for those who did not vote. And those who voted him, please love on him. You understand? So challenge your comfort zone. This emphasizes the importance of stepping out of familiar boundaries to foster growth. You know, when you're used to doing the same thing over and over again, trust me, you will not grow. But when you leave your comfort zone and say, you know what, I don't mind doing it afraid. I don't mind doing it afraid. I'm going to do it either ways. I'm going to just do it. Just do it. Okay, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. So now we have the mindset shift. Embrace a positive mindset. Discuss the transformative power of positive thinking in unlocking new possibilities. Now, cultivate resilience. Highlight the ability to bounce back from challenges as a crucial aspect of personal empowerment. So challenges will come. Like I mentioned, failures will come, but just have the mindset that, okay, I am learning through the process and I'm going to bounce back to be a better version of myself, okay? All right, so setting intentions, whether you like it or not, for you to unlock yourself, to have that journey of personal freedom, to become financially secure, you have to set intentions, define your goals, encourage individuals to set clear intentions for their lives. Your own life first, your life. Because if you don't have your own vision, how do you now align to the vision of the house? If you don't want to become a monthly millionaire, how do you align to the vision and mission of the house? Do you understand? So align your goals with values. Have the importance of ensuring goals are in harmony with your personal values. If your goals are not in harmony of your personal value, like I mentioned earlier, where you believe a man should be the rich one or should provide, or you believe the rich are wicked, how do you now align your goals with that values where you know that a rich person is wicked? That means you're telling yourself that you cannot be wicked. That's what you're saying. You cannot be wicked. And since you're saying you cannot be wicked, that means you cannot be rich. So now you now have to set your intentions and now say, okay, these limiting beliefs that I have, are they from me? Are they from my experience? Or are they from the experiences from my father or my mother that have been passed down to me? Are they the experiences of my environment? How did I get this information? Was it from my own experience? Of course, we know that we don't learn from our experience, right? We don't learn from our experience. What do we learn from? To be sure that we are following. We don't learn from our experience. What do we learn from? Awesome. No, nice one. So Omolara, for being the first person, I'm going to take care of your data for the remaining days of the month. So send me your phone number here so that I can recharge your phone with 5,000 naira. So for those who better be on your toes now, you will not know when your own 5,000 naira recharge card will come from. All right, so Omolara, either you send it to the group or send me privately, okay? All right, awesome. So you have to align your goals with values. Stress the importance of ensuring goals are in harmony with your personal values. If not, you see yourself struggling to achieve those goals. All right, so cultivate confidence. Cultivating confidence. Celebrate achievements, whether it is little. Some people will make 20,000 naira and they are ashamed. They don't want to say that they made 20,000 naira in this business. Is it easy? It's not easy to make 100,000 naira. It's not easy. So every step, and this is to say, I'm even about to celebrate somebody from achieving a milestone in our business. I'll do that later in the day. But you understand? So celebrate every achievement. Celebrate it. Celebrate every win. So acknowledge the successes, no matter how small. It will help you build your confidence. Even if it starts with, okay, my goal is to become a better presenter. And you are just starting with introduction. Get used to introducing. Study how to introduce. Study how to cultivate. I'm losing touch of this word. Study how to strike a balance with your audience, where as you come on stage and start talking to them, they are fixed on you and they're not distracted. You understand? So also silence self-doubt. It will always come. Even the best of us, trust me, the best of us still have that little self-doubt of am I giving this training in the right way I'm supposed to give it? Am I giving enough value, enough content that people can relate with? Despite the fact that they might have won a lot of awards and the rest, and they are known for being a good speaker. There's this that subtle, am I connecting to the audience? There's this that subtle, so you have to consciously, intentionally silence that self-doubt. When it comes, it will always come. Shut it off and say, nah, I trust I'm doing well. You get. I'm not saying that when you tell yourself that, you not go back and find like a scenario where one of our leaders said he ran a presentation and nobody signed up. And you know that, no, I did a good presentation. But now he's not having the self-doubt in himself. He's going back to say, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong that I can change and I can do better? All right. So silence that self-doubt, provide strategies to quiet the inner critics and foster a belief. It will help to develop your capacity. Okay. All right. So be mindfulness and present. I've mentioned this when I was introducing unlocking yourself. So practice mindfulness, introduce techniques to stay present and fully engage with the current moment. Because there are a lot of distractions, distractions from the news. The news are trying to make you afraid so that you start thinking of the future, your goals. You're not thinking of the present. A lot of things are distracting you. So focus on what you have control over. Focus on what you have control over. Anything you don't have control over, please try as much as possible not to get as in distracted by it. Anything, any problem that you don't have control over, what's the best thing to do? Leave it to your God. I'm not saying you shouldn't put in effort. I'm not saying you shouldn't try hard to resolve the issue. But when it is a situation where you don't have control over it, by all means, you understand, always try and remain present. All right. Let go of past baggages. A lot of problems. I signed up. I invited 20 people. Nobody showed up. When you're now making that new call, you're now saying, but I invited 20 people. Nobody showed up. How am I sure that this one I'm even inviting, will they show up? They won't. When you're already thinking, will they show up? They won't show up now because your mind is already preparing that they will not show up. You're already attracting the fact that they will not show up. You're already telling the universe, don't make this person show up. Oh. You'll not be asking, you'll not be wondering, why is it that I followed up with my bookings? I was able to do the needful. I followed the script. I watched the videos on how to reach out to my name list. And still yet, nobody showed up. Because you had that limiting belief, that past baggage of, okay, it happened before, and that means it will happen again. So you have to let go of those past baggages. Encourage releasing emotional burdens to unlock mental and emotional freedom. Okay, so empowering relationships. Surround yourself with supportive individuals. This stresses the impact of positive relationship. It fosters personal growth. Then set boundaries. Empower individuals to establish healthy boundaries for their well-being, to be in the right state of mind. You have to have healthy boundaries. Do I need to explain what healthy boundaries is? Anybody that will make you feel little of yourself, please disconnect yourself with that person. Anybody that does not understand your goals, your vision, where you are driving, what is driving you, please disconnect yourself from that person. Connect yourself, establish healthy relationship that will drive you, that will push you into becoming a better version of yourself, that will push you into unlocking that prosperous version of yourself. Okay? All right. So Next on our list is continuous learning. You cannot use the knowledge that you know of 10, 20 years ago, of last year, to continue to run the remaining part of 2023, the new year that is coming up. So you have to continue to seek knowledge and experiences. This emphasizes the role of continuous learning in personal development. It is very important. Personal development is very important. Have you noticed that those who are intentional about their personal development, once they open their mouth to speak, there's value. There's something that you just hug and hold on to and say, you know, this one is for me. Whether it's in our spiritual life, in our physical life, in your business, whatever area of your life, people that in that area, you see a pastor that would preach. You say, no, this pastor gets it. You can relate to the pastor. I'm sorry to say, but there's some pastors that will preach and be like, I'm not feeling for you. Somebody else might listen to that pastor and they are feeling it. But for you, you're not feeling it. There are some leaders that will come and train. I might even come and train as I'm training. Like, some people cannot just connect to the way I'm speaking or the way I'm reaching out to them. It is normal. But there are some people that this is what I actually need right now. This is the message for me today. You get? So you have to consciously now say, okay, you know what? I'm going to seek knowledge, seek more knowledge and experience. This you have the role of continuous learning. You continue to learn. You continue to get better. You continue to watch your personal development. Back to, I was saying that you know people who don't have value because they are not developing themselves. They are not intentional about their personal development. They're just living it by the way. We know now, for you to be a good teacher, you have to have for you to be a mastery to our business, for you to have mastery in network marketing, for you to have mastery in every area of your life, you have to be intentional about your personal development. So it's adapt and evolve. So this encourages a mindset that embraces change as a constant in unlocking new opportunities. You see yourself that you're becoming better. You're seeing yourself that this area of your life is coming, it comes easy to you. It comes easy to speak to people. It comes easy to close down. It comes easy to book for presentation. Whether your own is that I've been able to do a continuous learning. I've been able to seek knowledge. I've been able to develop myself. I've been able to adapt and evolve. And I know that I can make calls and book them and they show up. So if they don't sign up at the end of the day, you know that, okay, I've done my part. They don't have the money, but at least they have the name list. Whether they like it or not, there's the name list. Whether they lost their phone, there's a name or number that can come out from somewhere. You get? So that's why I mentioned focus on what you have control over. So when you do your part, you know that you did a personal development to these areas of your life. And if at the end of the day, there's a shortcoming to it, you know that, okay, this is not coming from my part. I've been able to study myself. I've been able to do a personal development on this area. I felt I wasn't doing so well. Or go back and check, okay, did I really do it so well? And if you find out that, okay, yes, I actually did this well, I actually followed through, I was able to follow through in the processes to do this target or this goal, then you know that, okay, I don't have control over it, and you move on. And lastly, empowered living. You hold the key to your transformation, whether you like it or not. The billionaire that you're aspiring to become, you hold the key to it. I do not hold that key. Your upline leader does not hold the key. Your downlines don't hold that key. You alone holds the key. So that's a message I'm concluding this as a message for self-empowerment. So commit to ongoing self-discovery. So it's an ongoing process. Commit to it. Put yourself in a situation where you're going continuously, where you're intentionally self-developing yourself, where you're intentionally knowing yourself better, where you're discovering yourself better, where you're knowing yourself for who you are, where you understand yourself, when you understand yourself. So it encourages a commitment to the continual unlocking of one's full potential. So with that, I've come to the end of my training. So what would be your take home, guys? So what would you say that, from this training, no, I know that I'm going to be doing this differently. So while I'm waiting for you guys okay, awesome. I was about to mention to Omolara to send me the contact. All right, so while I'm waiting for you guys to give me feedbacks, let me recharge Omolara's phone. Okay, what network is it? I have to unlock, I'll have to unmute you so that I can get that. And a lot of Omolara here. Okay, let me just get the number first. Then I'll go down to get the network. 168050. So what network is it, Omolara? MTN also. Okay. Okay, thanks. So let me go through what you guys are telling me. Celebrate other people's success. Okay. Please, can you go over the slide again? I'm sorry, I can't. Very true, ma. What's true? Precious, what is true? Hmm? All right, so Prince is saying, I hold the key for my expansion. Yes, you hold the key, you and you alone. Last slide, man. I'm sorry, I can't go back, Mr. Levi. So Moji says, I will be intentional about constant learning. Yes. The last slide, please. I'm sorry. I'm not going back. So Sivanu said, and my too. Your and my too. What are you mine? All right. So Francis said, Ma, can we have the PDF? Okay, awesome. I'll send it. Oh, yes, I'll send it. I'll send it to the leaders group and you guys will get it. All right. So Marvelous said, be intentional about self-development. Surround Olade Imbo said, surround yourself with supportive individuals. Yes. Opeyemi said, self-development. Self-development what? You want to be self-development. You want to develop yourself daily. Someone said, okay, thank you. Edney said, I learned that I hold the key to my new level. Yeah, so nobody, you alone does. Then Mary said, take responsibility for your actions. Exactly. Then Mary Oko said, practicing mindfulness, letting go of past baggage is awesome. I love this. Then Betty said, eliminate toxic influence, whether we like it or not. If you don't eliminate them, they will limit you, they'll drag you down. You get, so you have to decluster. Yes. Have you noticed that very wealthy people, very influential people, they have very few friends. They might know a lot of people, but they have very few friends. You get, because they're trying to eliminate a lot of toxic. This word is actually a tongue twister. They're trying to eliminate a lot of toxic influence around them. All right. So why is everybody asking for the last slide? I'm going to send it. I'll send it to the leaders group. Don't worry. All right. So Olise said personal growth and development starts and ends with me. Nobody can do it for yourself. Okay, you have to do it yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Remy said, let's go of past baggages. Awesome. Opayemi said, be intentional about your activities. Awesome. Amazing Grace said, challenge your comfort zone. Exactly. Challenge it. Challenge it. Challenge your comfort zone. Miss Kindness. I hope you're kind. I'm committed to constant and perpetual learning and growing. Thanks for the nugget of wisdom, ma'am. You're welcome. All right, so Olamiri is saying, surrounding yourself with positive people. This is very important. Tim Topper says, self-development is key. Emmanuel Ifeanyi is saying, continuous learning and personal development helps you to unlock new potential and ability in you. Of course, continuous learning. You continuously read books, by people you admire and you that have or have the knowledge that you don't have. You read their books, you listen to their trainings, and you get better at that version of yourself that you're trying to improve. And of course, leading you to unlocking new potentials and increasing your abilities. All right. So Ogala is saying, I used to feel that even when I have a lot of money, I should also collect from a man. Yes. If you have a lot of money, you should also collect from a man. I'm not saying you shouldn't collect, though. We're still collecting. No. I'm not saying you should not collect. I'm only saying that limiting belief of I don't need to make enough money. The man just needs to make the money. I'm sure a lot of women these days now understand that they need to make money. So I'm sure in one way or the other, but some people still have that limiting belief that I don't need to make money. I'll just marry a man that should have all the money and take care of all the needs. And I always tell a story, my own story, where I lost my dad when I was quite young, and it was just my mom taking care of myself and my siblings. So imagine if my mom was just saying, I want my husband to have all the money and take care of herself. Omo, I'll be in the village stealing grounds or be in the farm. Okay. Well, that's why personally, me, I must become wealthy. Not just rich, wealthy, stinkingly wealthy. Okay. So I used to feel that even when I have lots of, okay, yes, I've said that. So collecting is not a limiting belief, but your personal drive to becoming financially secured is what that's what you should hold on to. Do I really want to become a better version of? Do I want to have enough money to be able to support the man when he's saying I need 100 million? I only take 20 million. No, you understand? Even if maybe later you collect your money back, even if later you collect your money back, but you know that at that point in time where he needs it, you're able to show up. Okay. All right. So Elisa said you must be intentional about your personal growth and development. Precious said surround yourself with positive mindset people, very important. Then Benedict said moving with people who bring out the best in you. Have you not realized that? And that's why those people who have what you want or who have achieved where you want to achieve, they have a close knit. You can't easily just become their friend. You can't easily just be in their environment. And that's why that's the beautiful thing I love about the social media space, where I have women that I look up to. I have about 9 women I look up to. Should I mention their names? Okay, I want to be exact. I have 9 women I look up to. I want to be exact with the names. I don't want to just mention the names of her. So I have women I look up to. I have Beyonce, I look up to her because I feel her life is so perfect. What we see on the screen, yes. The mother of twins, she's doing so well in her career, she's succeeding. Whether I know she's a different version from the Beyonce that we see and a different version of a Beyonce that Jay-Z sees. But the Beyonce that we were seeing is successful. So at that, I picked the positive side of her. And so, okay, see this one, she's doing so well as a mother, she's doing so well as a wife, she's doing so well in her career, she's succeeding in those parts. So because of that, I look up to her. Second on the list is Elena Cardon. Yes, I look up to her because she believes in generational wealth. She believes in, I'm not, whether you like it or not, I'm going to support my husband. Whether you like it or not, I will support him. If you like, say that I am following my husband up and down. Some people have said it before. I will still support him. I like that part of her. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to 10x everything and support my husband. That's why I like Elena Cardon. Are you guys speaking? You guys, you can get nugget from me. Next on my list is Oprah Winfrey. I would say old, she's aged. So imagine being 50, imagine being 60, and you're still impacting people. Yes, I admire her for that. That's one of the women I look up to. I have their pictures on, I call it Wall of Fame. I have their pictures where when I come into my office, I look at them and I'm gingered to become a better version of myself. Next on my list is, they have similar name. But if I mention their surname, you know the name. Elena am I getting it? I'm mixing up the name, but Eleanor Worry, Eric Worre's wife. I believe my knowledge, I believe she's the backbone of the Worry Studio. She's the backbone of the business aspect of Eric Worre himself. So I love that part of her. I just feel she has that driving force to move their brand, their business to the next level. I'm picking, there are other things that you guys might see and like. Oh, I'm telling you what I like from them. The next on my list is Stormy Wellington. Stormy Wellington, I like her for her craziness. She's mad. She no send anybody. She's out there to bust herself. She will tell you, I'm here for the money. I'm here for the money. And you know when boss says, why is it that bad people succeed? Why is it that bad politicians are the one ruling us? Why is it that a prostitute is on the streets and is shameless? When you start carrying your business like that, trust me, you succeed. That's one aspect of how I like. I am a network marketer. I'm a network marketer in a brilliant way. I'm not saying you can do it like a mad person. You get, but in a very stylish and very classy way. This is what I do. And you own up to it, and you're comfortable and proud about what you do. I love that about her. Next on my list is, oh, my dear, my pastor's wife, that's Ifeanyi Adefarasin. I like the fact that she's supportive of her husband. Her spiritual life is a game changer. She runs the women to women ministry, and she's doing excellently well by being a pastor and also supporting her husband. Next on my list is Lisa Nicole. Do you know why I love Lisa Nicole? She's an eccentric speaker. She comes on the stage and she's eccentric. You'll be feeling that goosebumps. You feel it. That's one thing I like about her. The next on my list is Ellen. I told you they have similar names. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing their names properly, but next on my list is Eleanor Boggs. She's classy, she's stylish, she's very, she knows who she is. There's this confidence, this aura around her. I love that about her. And next on my list is Sarah Jakes. She's young, she's eccentric, she's you know, when I feel she has a vision, she has a purpose. What's the word? I'm looking for the right word to say about Sarah Jakes. You cannot hear her preach and not be tuned in the spirit. So next on my list, what's it all? Of course, I've mentioned everybody. Yes. So now you guys know the women I look up to. So now we have a few more minutes, but let me quickly round this up. All right. So we have Dosumi. Dosumi saying learning from setbacks, view failures as an opportunity to learn. Okay. Then Okoyemi say take responsibility, distance yourself from negative people. Mercy is saying continuous learning paves way for development. Then Namdi saying I am the X factor in my success story. Wallahi. Everything multiplied by X, that X is you. Riches multiplied by X. Poor multiplied by X. You get, but we're not going to speak about anything negative here. Personal development multiplied by X. Increased personal development multiplied by X. You are their X factor. You get, you are that whatever you want to become. All right, so Alabi is saying, I must have positive mindset. You must have that positive mindset. Olise said, cultivate positive habits that support your personal goals. Does not come easy. Yes, it doesn't come easy. You have to create activities that help you achieve that goals. Yes, for you to create the habits, you have to be intentional to create a set plan. You can start with what I do on your alarm. Let your alarm be reminding you what you do, because things will happen. A lot of distractions will make you forget what you're supposed to do to achieve your goals. It happens, but you have to just be intentional. Define your vision, be intentional about it, okay? Then that's what Olatusi said. Then like me saying, celebrate achievers and achievements, okay? Young said, you hold the key to your transformation. Seek knowledge and experience. Surround yourself with positive individuals Understand your strengths and weaknesses. Then Jane is saying, be intentional about self-development. Celebrate any little achievements you get. But of course, as you're celebrating and you're rewarding yourself, also know that when you don't hit those goals, you also punish yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the X factor you get. So if you cheat yourself, you're doing yourself. Prince is saying intentional self-development. Blessing is saying maintain positive vibe. Shetel is saying, I have to love rich people and study them if I want to be rich, of course. Then Francis is saying, cultivate confidence in everything you do. Yes, Precious is saying, identify the areas to improve yourself. Emeka is saying, positive mindset, be intentional. I guess you guys are repeating yourself, but I like the fact that this is what holds true to you. Do maybe say avoid being discouraged and work on your skills. Yes, Omalara say define my goal, discover my personal values and align them. Yes, align myself with the vision of the house. Awesome. So Leva is saying practice mindfulness. Taiwo is saying be intentional in your action and be positive. Chukuma is saying I learned that I need to spend more time in self-development and also have it in my mind that personal development is a continuous process. It doesn't just happen in a day. So Mary is saying eliminate negativity. Precious is saying define my vision and be very intentional about it. The activities and practice mindfulness. If you notice, I'm going to skip through. If you notice, most of the things everybody's saying, be intentional about your personal development, be intentional about your growth, be mindful of your environment. You get. And that's that. So with that, I have come to the end. Precious. You not carry last though. You wrote down a list of names. Awesome. Yes, so those are the women. Bugs, Buggs. All right, guys. I'm sure you guys got value for your time, and I would hand over the screen to Mr. Gabriel to take our closing declaration. All right, thank you guys for having me.
All right, thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. Go to the comment section and begin to send your emojis, your love emojis. Of course, super excited. Thank you for the value. Of course, I told you guys, the value is massive. Massive value. We appreciate you, Ma. We do not take this for granted. We appreciate you. More grace to you. We pray that the Lord will give you more strength. Of course, continuous refilling, so that we will draw from you and you will not get exhausted. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So, guys, who is super fired up? Who is super fired up to take us on a closing declaration? If you are there and you want to take us on a closing declaration, just signify by raising your hands. Okay, I see. Okay, Joe, pay me. Okay, I've asked you to unmute. I've success Amici. I've asked you to unmute. And Temi Tayo, I'm asking you to unmute. So, of course, let's go with okay, Joe, pay me. Good morning, Temi Tayo. Okay, who's that?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, Okwemi, can you lead us?